So this is, I've kind of made the decision, going to be the penultimate review that I do, video review, because realistically, it's the effort that it takes to do these, edit them, go on, get Canva, make the thumbnails for YouTube and all this stuff. It's not really worth the effort because nobody watches them. So I figured on YouTube, these reviews are in 20 review series. 2 more will finish the series that I've got put together, and then I'm just going to leave it. And I actually thought I'd already done this review because I sat here last week and I spoke to my camera, which at the moment is on my MacBook because my phone is broken and we can't afford to pay enough to get a new one. So hence the MacBook camera. Anyway, this book was shit, is how I'm going to start that, because I'm in a grumpy mood and I'm not in the mood to try and dress things up when they're not good. So, Nonesuch was a book I picked up in Waterstones. I had a 15 quid voucher from my mum's work, weirdly enough. Don't ask. And I saw it and I read the blurb and it sounded quite interesting. You know, set in World War II sort of time in London, and something to do with traveling to different worlds or universes or something like that. And the sprayed edge was very nice. It was like Spitfires and gunfire and little explosions all done along the edges, and it was really quite a nice book to look at. But I read the prologue, and the prologue is this woman who is in an office, and the office is shutting up for the night, and the boss comes in to say if she's leaving, and she says no, she's got a few more things to do, so she'll lock up. And then she reads something on a piece of paper, and there's a big statue outside the office, and the statue turns around and speaks to her, says, "What do you want?" And she says, "I want to know where all the lost years went." I thought, okay. And then we start at the beginning of 1939, and we have very, very, very boring content immediately. So Iris, I think she's called, is the main female character. And all we've got is a bunch of garbage waffle at some dinner in a restaurant with other people who she's hobnobbing with, and she doesn't like the guy she's with really, but she's horny, so she's with this guy, and it's just on and on and on, monotonous boredom and droning and boredom and more boredom. And then the 2 women leave these blokes to it, and they go to a club where it's more boredom and boredom with other hoity-toity people in the BBC. And then she takes one of them back to his house. They smash. Then when she goes to leave, because the boy gets all weepy on her because it's so, I think I'm in love with you now, she looks out the window, sees under the street lamp a figure who's bending his neck a bit like this, but like all the way down. And so she stays there because she's freaked out, understandably. But then the next chapter is more boredom, more filler, more boredom. And not even the presence of a, I'm going to say, creature or man made out of newspaper who turns into a ball and rolls down the street after a moving bus that she's on could save this train wreck from making me close the book and put it down. And immediately put it on Vinted because it was dull as fuck. So if you've read this and you enjoyed it, I'm very happy for you. But I did not. And I nearly fell asleep. And it took me, I think it was 8 days to read 30% of this book. So no thank you. Not, not for me at all. I just, no.